Beautiful day to be out there. There they are. Little winter oasis come to sometimes to get a tickle. Leave nothing but PB footprints. There we go. Riddled some of the soil into there, via there, and now I'm going to chop some of these up just to create a little winter mushy mix. There you go, look at that, nice and mulchy. Did some different sizes, some small, some big, and then we're going to add the rest of the OMC bait concoction to this. Nice handful of boilies. I should be using the measuring cup, but I'm not. In they go, into the bait mate. There we go, a few seconds. You can hear that whir's gone very quiet. There you go. Wait till I show you inside. Look at that. Some OMC pellets in there that are coated in the aromats and attractors that go inside the boilie itself. And I'm just going to add this over the top. Give myself like a little ground bait, stick mix, whatever I want to call it. Looking good, hey? So good, isn't it? That's it, they're already done them. Look at that. That's seconds. I don't know how many seconds that is, but that's from absolute, I mean, look, pure crumb. Pour them in there. Soil, add that. And I'm going to take some boilies and just coarsely just squeeze them in there. The worms, get the worms in. A little bit of corn, juice and all. There. Some of our liquid. Give that a little drizzle in there. That'll help this bind into little stodge balls. Little stodge balls that are just going to be very water soluble. Just looking for a very quick winter bite. And if you look now, look, that's very bindy, sticky to my hands. Worms, boilie crumb, little bit of pellet, a bit of corn. Just be like that, really. Just put a couple of that. Just going to literally put a couple of them around the hook bait. That'd be it. There we go. This is the little rig going out. Let's see if we can get ourselves a snow carp. Little topper there. OMC savoury boilie, soaked in some new goo prototypes, and then a chopsticks bag just clipped on there, straight through the sort of part without a knot, and then lead system, dead easy. Magic wands, arrow lead, and I will decide whether I wrap a bit of paste around that or not. I'll probably just flick it out now without, and then put a couple of balls around, see if we can nick a quick bite. With just a little underarm lob to a little hard spot I knew is a good holding area in the winter on this particular venue. Lovely drop, and then up comes the bait. A few boilies. Just thrown in about 20 boilies there as a sort of bigger structure to the stodgy balls. The mulch balls we made. They go in, making a nice sort of surface seam of attraction coming right down to the bottom. Just a couple of them to get the scent in the swim. They'll break up. If you look at the surface now, that's hopefully just going down, leaving a little stream of attraction. The rod was put back on the rest down the margin, and then lo and behold, shock struck. Oh, we're away. We're away. We're away. We're away. away. We're away. On the one of one. Well, that's what you call good winter techers. Come and have a look. Let me talk you through the one of one reel, which is now available on omctackle.com. I absolutely adore the things. Got a beautiful clutch on them. Exquisite line lay, matte black, carbon accent. If you listen here as well, lovely clutch. Really, really nice clutch. Been used for so many different types of fishing. Really comfortable to use. God, you saw the wand work there, didn't you? Boom! It was not. It's quite a good fish, I think. And I'm using our 10-foot rods, which are now very deep into development. Really is beautiful for fishing on so many types of venues. You know, if you're fishing up to 80 yards, that type of thing, it's perfect. We've got 12-pound dance floor on here. There's the main line, perfect complement. But I've gone up to 15-pound dance floor on it, and even 18-pound, but here we go, the fish is coming close. We're gonna catch ourselves a snow carp, hopefully. Lovely, lovely reels, these. Just such a joy to play with. Beautiful weight as well. So everything feels so balanced. Whether you're spinning, carp fishing. And hopefully we're about to catch. This looks like a 30-pounder. In the snow. Magic wand doing its thing. One of one reel doing its thing. Go on, be a snow carp in the net. Yes! Snow carp. Sort of still snow. There you go. That's how you start a winter session. You can't catch them sat at home, ladies and gentlemen. Long legs, slip D. Lock hook, plucked out, not a mark, not a move, but a very quick bite on the blend coated braid, slip D, magic wand. Even in the snow, let it snow. Beautiful fish. 33, it's 33 pounds, 33 on the nose. Oosh. Go on, son. A winter 30. Lovely, lovely. With time of the essence and with no fresh rigs tied, I was just going to have to resort to just giving that lock hook a little touch up. The point hadn't gone, it just needed to be fine-tuned. So the touch me up comes out, just give it a few little turns onto that stone, and it's absolutely mint to go again. You can see here I rub it to feel it, to make sure there's no sort of serrations or anything sticking out, just to make sure I can get it back nice and tight. And then what I actually do is just put a little simple nail test to feel it in my finger, make sure it's pricking, and I just place it on my nail very lightly, make sure it catches, and then it's good to go. Half a 14mm. You can see I've used that one before, it's got a hole in it, but it's been re-gooed. Then one of our OMC savoury boilie ones, won't give you the names yet. Just shave that down with a knife. Give me two sort of flat tops. Yeah? So that's what the hook bait's going to end up being like, that. Okay. With the finest needle, giving the smallest hole. Turn that down. Put that to there. Bob in position. Give it a clip. Great advertisement for electric lighters. I reckon we might nick another one on that if we're lucky. I better get tying some. The with the old red long legs. So repeat the process, what I did before. Just made a little chopsticks bag. So in goes the cutting grid. Just take a few boilies, like so. In goes the cutting grid. Lovely. They're fruit. In they go. Little bag, just a super soluble, the OMC bait, so really attractive. And even though you'll think this one is a fish meal, even though it has got some incredible fish meal ingredients in it, it's been made in such a structure that it will work 365 days of a year. As you have already seen, it won't matter because of the liquid attractors that have been built into it. Is to work in any weather condition. Both baits have been made to use at their optimum at any time of year. So right, let's finish off tying the bag. Here we go. Nice and tight, even with cold hands. Trim. I'm just going to nick it, just make sure I don't catch any of the bait. I'm just going through the side here, like that. It's a waft so that slip D will adjust itself nicely. That's it, little chopsticks bag, long legs. That's about, if you have a look up the hook link, look, that's probably about 7 inches of blend 25-pound coated braid, which you get inside of the mixed grill. And then I'm just going to set the magic wand, as you do, and away we go. Secure it in place with fade PVA cable tie, coming in 2025. Can use fade PVA tape when your hands are cold. This is a really quick way of doing it. Lovely. So it's a case of repeating the process. A short underarm lob back, looking for that hard spot. Bang, feel it down. It's not that deep, about 5 foot. Happy with that. And then a simple repeat of the baiting process for the first bite. A few handfuls of boilies, about 20 baits in total. And then we're going to get those little stodge balls once again and put just a couple of them in. See that worm mix, boilies in it, corn, mulchy. You're just trying to put enough out here to sort of stimulate a different food signal to just the boilies, because the boilies are super soluble and attractive, but just those two little added sort of super stimulated, full of liquid food, that extra attraction is what you're trying to get these fast bites in little windows during the winter and colder months. Now I was finally going to try to do the second rod, which is actually going to be washing line to the far bank. So I first cast this across to the other bank. I definitely didn't land in water. Whether it's gone up some trees, who knows? But time to instigate Operation Twig Rig. And Operation Twig Rig doesn't actually involve the magic twig, even though the magic wand's on the rod. First, you're putting the rod on the rest here, putting it in position, getting your line and your clutch loose. Then you're going to walk over to the far bank now. Follow me on this little fast journey. So you're going over to the other side. My hook link is in this bucket, okay? I've cast the lead and just the lead clip across. I'm going to dig it out here and then pick out the rig, looking for the lead. Then I'm going to clip on my hook link, and then you can watch what I do from here. This time, little spinner rig wafter. It's an alternative to the long legs with the blend coated braid slip D we've got on the other rod. And then I'm just going to walk this along now, so come with me. To do this, right, I'll show you. If anyone's never done this before, you actually just need twig from Mother Earth, yeah? Something like this. Here we go. just there. So now keep the line slack from the rig, okay? Then what I'm looking for, all I do, take my little Mother's Earth twig, keep my line slack here. You might work, let's have a look. So slack line going into the lake, tight line going back to the rod, and all I do, look, I just press it into the earth like that. And what will happen when you get a bite, the fish will pull, this would come flying out, probably hang on your line and cut it off, and only joking, I do this loads of time. That's it, look, that's down to there. And then I'm going to get a few, look, a few boilies, chop a few up, sprinkle them around, not too much caper. I'm going to dollop one of them in. Juicy, eh? Just got to tighten up from the bank again a bit more as well. Yeah, slack line going in, tight line going back, no line in the water. No sooner were we back on the other side and the right hand rod that was put back on that little hard spot was absolutely about to rip away. Look at the floor, look at the ground. There's still ice everywhere. And we are battling. Can't catch them at home. It's got such a lovely clutch on it. And it's out now in the most majestic box imaginable in the history of reels. It's gonna be, without any egg on my face, 2 from 2 winter fishing. It can be absolutely blinding if you choose the right venue, choose the right methods, and get on them. You're catching. But I always say, thank you 101. Well, I don't always say thank you 101, but I always say a good day to be alive when the sun's shining. There was snow, it's turned into, what's it turned into? I suppose it's turned into like crushed ice. Once upon a time, I'd have loved that in a cocktail. Not that we'd want an ice cold cocktail in the cold, but just as we were talking about them, that washing line rod pings into action. Watch these takes, because what happens is it will pull round, you'll get this giant drop back as the line suddenly goes slack from the tension built washing line into the far bank, and then it's often a wind down to hit the fish and get control. Carnage, winter carnage, smaller one, washing line action. One doing its bouncing, stretching, protecting, even though the lead stayed on, keeps the hook in. That's a hat trick. On a very cold day. I always say winter fishing can be explosive. Winter fishing, get out there, do it. You'll get bites, pick the right venue, and the techers. And lovely to see the OMC bait chowing through the fish even in the coldest temperatures. Yes.